Well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and this gigantic door just opened itself when I had no intention of thinking that it would, to be honest. Usually these doors are the entrances to the next level, and, well, I feel like I haven't really done anything so far in this level, because I haven't. I've only been getting the lay of the land. It's been a long lay of the land getting adventure, if that makes any sense. And I'm just taking a brief look to see if there's anything that looks like we should be able to jump up, because, well, to be honest, it looks like we can probably get up on top of there. And actually looks like there's at about 10 o'clock there, looks like there might be a passageway. It's hard to tell from here. It's very hard to tell from here. And I really don't see any real way for us to use these rocks to do anything special. So I think we're going to save the game. Oops. Just going to save the game quickly, and, well, we've chosen a path, folks, and we may as well see what the heck's going on in here. Because there's, well, a little claustrophobia going on in here so far. That's what's going on. And, okay. Well, there's a lever behind a gigantic door, and I thought that was maybe a spike pit. This is a heck of a thing to be behind two gigantic doors like that. And holy Toledo, folks, that just opened up a gigantic gate, of which I haven't even seen yet. So far this level seems absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Hopefully that's the other direction we haven't gone yet on the very first floor. I don't know why we would even have to come up here, to be honest. We had to kill extra monkeys that spawned, and it really looks like we should be able to get up here somehow. But I don't see how at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't see how at the moment. I'm hoping that once we kind of unlock some of the additional floors, that there'll be, you know, a whole gigantic second, like even up there, there's all these second floor passageways that we can't get to yet. And, well, the only other pathway that I can see is this last one that we're heading down now. And, this is, of course, just the gate we just opened. More monkeys. This is a very monkey-filled level, for sure. And they really don't stand a chance against my Magnum, and in a little bit of a way I feel bad. And, well, this is interesting. Haven't really seen trees like this before. They look well kept. Does that mean someone is, well, tending to them? Does that mean that someone is tending to these trees? And, ooh, nice texture on the wall. Okay, well, obviously there's a med pack up there. That's obvious. Let's kind of check in around here. There's obviously a gigantic gate here. Not sure what that's all about yet. And this is cute. It's like a little plant on an urn. Something like that. I can't grab anything there, so... just decorative, I suppose, folks. Just decorative. And, well, can we just easily... oh, alright. Well, we can't get up. And we all know, from level 3, I think it was, we can't switch angles when we're already hanging off a cliff like that. But there's certainly a med pack up there, and maybe we can just jump up onto it, or, well, at the least we can jump up here. That should do the same thing, and, well, there's a gate on either exit there. Well, this is just obviously the way that we're going to have to go. And, just a perfect little cove there for us to jump on up. And, well, here's the start of potentially this gigantic cave system that is going to comprise the second floor. We'll take a look here. We'll see. I don't know what we're in store for. And, oh boy. Well, if this ain't something to come across, There's Midas. There's Midas, all right. And, well, I'm guessing this looks like a busted statue of, well, there's his feet. There's his hand. And, well, is that all that's really left of him here? Kind of looks like that's all that's left of him. Kind of a sad story if that's the case. And, well, is there anything we can be doing here? No, not really. So just jump on over onto his feet. Oh, well, I wanted to jump onto his feet. But instead we smacked off his leg, folks. And, well, let's just take a ginger little step around here. I don't know. Something's got to be going on with these feet, right? Something's got to be going on with these feet. Now, what on earth would a giant statue of Midas even be doing down here, to be quite honest? Like, that, it's kind of strange in of itself. Not that there has to be a rhyme or reason, and, well, let's see here. I'm kind of thinking that, you know, the old thing behind Midas is that anything he touched would turn to gold, and I almost feel like I saw a commercial or something where I just think if I jump on this hand, I'm going to turn to gold. And that is absolutely, I should have saved. Oh, poor Laura. I should have saved before doing that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, we're back after that comically foolish turning ourselves to gold thanks to Big Daddy Midas. And, well, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything except for a bit of novelty. It was funny. It's certainly a brand new animation as far as I know. And before we accidentally fall on Midas' hand again, let's just save the game. Because I'm really perplexed, folks, what this room is even about. We obviously have Midas statue hanging out here. Can't even jump between his legs and check out behind his feet. So one begs the question, what's this room even all about? I don't know, actually. I don't know. And that actually provides a bit of an interesting situation, ladies and gentlemen, because, well, we've explored every angle that I am currently aware of, and I don't have the next course of action. I have 2 locked gates. Keep hearing something thudding. I wish I knew what it was, and it happens in a lot of levels, but I've never come to the bottom of it. And I don't know. Now, like, now what am I supposed to do, you know? There's plenty of places it looks like I should be able to go, but I just can't. And, well, to be honest with you, that's a little perplexing if you ask me, because where do we go? Where do we go, ladies and gentlemen? I think I must have missed, something. I must have missed some avenue of, to go. I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of backtracking and see if we can't find anything. We've certainly already kind of checked out all this, but, you know, that gigantic, what do you call it, crack in the stone face, the stone wall, I mean, it looks like we should be able to hang on there. And, well, can't reach it from there. There's obviously other things up on the second floor there as well. And, well, I don't know. I'm properly confused at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, which, well, it's not the worst thing in the world by any means. But it does make you wonder what you're going to do next. It does make you wonder what you're going to do next, and, just not sure, to be honest. Let's, take a couple jumps here. I don't know. See, if I jump up to here, I'm gonna slide off, and is that another monkey? I think that's the monkey on the third floor up there. Yep. So what? And that still looks like I should be able to hang on there. But I don't see how. I still kind of hear like a fire. But nothing going on here, ladies and gentlemen. How are we gonna get upstairs? How are we gonna get up there? And, well, like I mentioned, I just am not sure. I don't know. I guess let's go back and try to go up these stairs one more time. But that didn't necessarily help us before. Got a couple things accomplished up there, but not a whole lot. And we haven't found any secrets yet, ladies and gentlemen. And that is actually a little worrisome to me, because usually, at least by now, we've seen a couple places, a couple secrets. I mean, there's plenty of places that we've seen where secrets could be, but haven't uncovered any. We've just gotten a couple pieces of loot for ourselves. And it hasn't been that exciting, and, well, I still really feel like, I don't know, is there some order? And look up there, folks, I can see a large med pack glitching through the brick. So of course I want to get up there. Of course I want to get up there. And after me complaining so much about these stairs, I'm actually kind of happy. It's very easy just to get back up. Now what? So I pulled all of these levers. The podiums didn't move that I can see. The podiums did not move as far as I can see. Did they? Did they move? Did they change height? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it, folks. So what am I missing here? You know, actually, didn't these doors down there have a bit of a pattern to them? See that? It's hard to see maybe, but it looks like it says Y, and then like a symbol, a Greek symbol that looks like O, so I'll just say it's O. Y, O, 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 O. And then over there, the next one, well, it's hard to see the fifth one, but it's certainly something. So I don't know why. Can we figure out how to open up at least one of them here? Y, O, 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 O. So if it's Y, O, 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 then I would think that opened up the door, right? One on. And it did, ladies and gentlemen, it did. Now we're on to something, folks. Now we're on to something. I knew it was strange. Did I just... Hopefully I didn't overwrite the game just now. I knew there was something to... We're good. I knew there was something to the designs on the blocks. And, well, I was right. Feels good to be right sometimes, folks. It feels good to be right sometimes. And, well, we're just gonna go in and... It's good to be right twice in a row, actually, ladies and gentlemen, because not only did I think I heard fire, well, I did, and there's fire. Well, look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. So what, the fire turned off when I hit this finish line? That's interesting. Is it going to be a timed endeavor? Is that a rat? Sewer rats. Well, certainly I don't need magnums for poor little sewer rats. Let's jump on down and... Well, these are gigantic, gigantic sewer rats. And unfortunately for them, they've been swimming around, well, whatever this is, probably a while. Now I'm just going to dive on in here for a couple reasons. Look at all these gates. Are these actually gates, or are these just... I think they're just textures, actually, which is good in a way. Because otherwise this would be a lot of rooms to have to explore, but I do think that they're just textures. But I would like to at least swim around here a little bit. Just make sure we're not missing anything crucial. Doesn't really look like it. I guess those sewer rats were probably just there to be some sort of penalty for you falling and missing the blocks. So, okay. And as I mentioned before, it really looked like the fire turned off basically as soon as I crossed the finish line here. Not the finish line, but more like the starting line. So why don't we see if that happens again? And it did, folks. So I'm just going to go for it here. This is a bit of a timed endeavor, I'm assuming here. And so far, so good. And I hear a monkey. Oh, dear. Jump off into the water. And... well, I didn't necessarily get a death animation, but die is what I did anyway, folks. And, well, I guess we're going to have to be a little more fluid. Yep, we're going to have to be a little more fluid in our jumping. And let's just see if we can do it, because this... Nope. See, just like that. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we fell back down into the water. So what's the trick there? Is there more than one line that we have to cross, maybe? Maybe we have to do half of it in some sort of timed fashion. And, well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to hop on down here and take care of these poor little sewer rats. Just because I don't need a deterrent for falling down. And there's two, at least one more, I know. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Sorry for that, pal, but I gotta look out for myself when I'm exploring ancient tombs. Really can't take any chances. And, well, now we're gonna save the game, basically, right at the part we're gonna probably have a little bit of trouble with, to be honest. Hey everybody, Bobby here, and before we tackle this ongoing puzzle, this is a perfect time to split up the video. Will I make it across? Will I successfully make all the jumps that's necessary? Stay tuned and find out. We'll see you next time.